One day, Sulaiman, peace be upon him, was checking the birds and found that the hoopoe was missing. He said, "Why do I not see the hoopoe, or is he among the absentees? I will punish him most severely, or slay him, unless he gives me a valid excuse." But he didn't stay away for a long time, and then he came back. He said, "I have learnt something you did not know. I have come to you from Sheba with reliable information. I found a woman ruling over them, and she was given of everything, and she has a magnificent throne. I found her and her people worshipping the sun instead of God. Satan made their conduct appear good to them and diverted them from the path, so they are not guided." Prophet Solomon said, "We will see whether you have spoken the truth or whether you are a liar." Then the Prophet Solomon sat thinking about what the hoopoe had told him and decided to write a letter to the Queen of Sheba, inviting them to the religion of Allah and his messenger. Then the Prophet Solomon said, "Go with this letter of mine and deliver it to them. Then withdraw from them and see how they respond." Hoopoe took the letter to the palace of the Queen of Sheba and dropped it on her while she was standing on the balcony of her palace. Then the hoopoe stood away, waiting for the queen's response to the letter. The Queen of Sheba immediately decided to gather his advisors and told them, she said, "O counselors, a gracious letter was delivered to me. It is from Solomon, and it is, in the name of God the gracious, the merciful. Do not defy me and come to me submissively." He said, "O counselors, advise me in this matter of mine. I never make a decision unless you are present." Her advisors said, "We are a people of might and great courage, but the decision is yours, so consider what you wish to command." They pointed out that if she wants to fight, they are capable of it. She told her advisors, "When kings enter a city, they devastate it and subjugate its dignified people. Thus they always do. I am sending them a gift, and we'll see what the envoys bring back." Then the queen prepared a caravan of camels, loaded with gifts, gold, and money. She personally supervised the preparations and ordered the caravan to be sent to the Prophet Sulaiman. The caravan left the palace of the Queen of Sheba and crossed the desert. And when the caravan of the Queen of Sheba arrived at the palace of the Prophet Solomon, the leader of the caravan met Solomon and informed him of the gifts from the Queen of Sheba. He said to him, "Are you supplying me with money? What God has given me is better than what he has given you. It is you who delight in your gift." Prophet Solomon told the messenger of the queen, "Go back to them. We will come upon them with troops they cannot resist, and we will expel them from there, disgraced and humiliated." And when the Queen of Sheba heard what the Prophet Solomon said, she then decided to go to the Prophet Solomon herself. When the Prophet Solomon heard about the coming of the Queen of Sheba to him, he said to those around him from the elves, "O notables, which one of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?" An imp of the sprites said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your seat. I am strong and reliable enough to do it." He who had knowledge from the book said, "I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you." And when he saw it settled before him, he said, "This is from the grace of my Lord, to test me, whether I am grateful or ungrateful. He who is grateful, his gratitude is to his own credit. He who is ungrateful, my Lord is independent and generous." Then the Prophet Solomon ordered to change the appearance of the throne of the Queen of Sheba, to test the intelligence of the Queen of Sheba, whether she will know her throne or not. And after some time, the retinue of the Queen of Sheba arrived. Then the queen entered the palace of the Prophet Sulaiman, amazed at the beauty and grandeur of his palace. The Prophet Solomon said to the Queen of Sheba, "Is your throne like this?" She said, "As if this is it." She did not know that anyone could perform such a wonderful job. Prior to this, the Prophet Solomon had ordered the construction of a glass waterway with running water, laying for the waterway the ceiling and floor of glass, and from the background of the glass fish and other aquatic creatures are illustrated. It was said to her, "Go inside the palace." And when she saw it, she thought it was a deep pond, and she bared her legs. He said, "It is a palace paved with glass." She said, "My lord, I have done wrong to myself, and I have submitted with Solomon to God, Lord of the worlds."